voice or anything.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
I see airplanes flying on the screen.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for stream.
Alright. Welcome to another edition of TJB Aviation. We are live from Imperial Hill at LAX Airport. I am here with my partners, Terry and Ben. Say hello, guys.
We are
TJB Aviation. Let's get you a live shoot from the hill right now.
Make sure that my center is centered. Can you see it on the screen?
Why is it not? Oh, it's not capturing it. Why is it not getting it? It didn't bring it up.
we're having a technical difficulty.
Oh no.
Yeah. Again.
Hang on Hang on just a second, folks.
Can I sneak in front of you real quick to
Yeah.
grab that? I was gonna try to download Flight Radar on it. I didn't have time to like restore it from my backup. But,
There we are. We have you.
Are you
ready?
okay? So we are centered and showing British Air and Emirates right here over at the Tom Bradley terminal.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Imperial Hill here at LAX.
We're back.
We are back. We are live. We are back for another live edition of Plane Spotting Live. So if you are watching and you are joining us today,
Welcome.
welcome. Sit back, pull up a chair, relax, and enjoy the show. We got you guys covered for the afternoon.
Pop some popcorn. Enjoy the show, right?
Exactly. Grab a soda, make some popcorn, and pull up a chair. We have a nice, partly cloudy afternoon here over in LA. It's clearing up a little bit. We got some sun, got some clouds. All in all, we should have a nice day here at LAX. We kind of have a little bit of a lull here in the action. Kind of quiet for right now, but hopefully as the day goes by, we'll have some more to show everybody.
Should be picking up shortly.
So we'll let you guys just sit back and relax and enjoy the view, and we'll be here to let you know of the comings and the goings and what we've got.
Should be like 120, 900 is what you want.
Yeah,
But
I've got
if you're trying to do
120,900.
volume, you push down and then twist the knob.
Ah.
It's kind of counterintuitive. Does not make any sense.
Makes no sense at all.
No, it's weird. Forgot I put sunglasses on because I couldn't see. How's the audio? I'm showing that I see channel 1 and channel 2 audio is on the camera.
Yeah, I've got
Good. On the camera. Cool. I just wanted to make sure this isn't screwing up or anything, because sometimes it can be fussy. Jep.
That would be United.
Blue. hiding behind the building. No, United.
United. Flight
That would be a 757-300, the pencil.
United. Flight 632. Yes.
Dulles? Is that where that's from?
Yes.
We have United Airlines here, aka the Pencil, as we like to call it, making its final approaches to the gate here over on the south side.
This one's one of my favorite aircraft ever because it is one of the most overpowered aircraft ever built. And I found out yesterday there was a lot of United 75s coming in and going from here. That actually they're not the largest operator of 757s. Actually has over 120.
Woo.
But they operate out of mostly the East Coast. There's some transcon and then some to Hawaii. I thought so because of the sheer amount, but when I looked it up, United I think has 61, and Delta actually has over 120. But they operate out of mostly the East Coast. There's some transcon and then some to Hawaii. But I figured since there was so many United 75s coming and going that they would be the larger operator.
So we'll just let you guys enjoy the view we have in here. Take that in, enjoy the south side. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is a departure here on the south side.
Turkish.
This is Turkish Airlines on departure to Istanbul, Turkey.
Sorry guys, we have a power pole in the way. Is it a 300 ER, I think?
Yes, it is.
I remember back in the day flying on a 777-200 LR. I don't think any airlines in the U.S. have them anymore. I know Delta retired them in the pandemic.
I thought the LRs were all retired.
Yeah, I think they all are. I know Delta was like the last one, like holdouts, because they flew them to Australia.
Pretty much everybody now is using ERs.
Yeah, or they're using Dreamliners because they're more efficient.
Yeah. You don't really see
Even
much
actually,
about
even
LRs.
Qantas has some 787-9s that they fly between here as opposed to their 380s.
Is flight 1431 heading out to Honolulu. Aloha, ladies and gentlemen.
Got another United 757-300 taking off too. It's another 300. It's, I don't know if we mentioned to everyone, but the north side runway closure through January. So until then, we're going to start seeing things like Southwest taking off and landing on the south side. Normally they're exclusively north, but since their gate's like right next to the north runway, but because of that closure, we're going to be seeing a lot more of like Southwest 737s taking off and landing here. I believe that's a Delta 767-300.
Yes, that's one of our 767s.
But this one
Which is probably
It's the ER, okay.
it's either coming in,
Yeah,
or making a departure, going to. They usually use that specific plane to make the journey out to London.
They use a lot of them for Transcon, so they have a true business or a true Delta One first class experience with the lie flat seats.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, this Delta 767 is actually on a journey to JFK, New York. So this Pacific 767 is
It's actually a 700.
Got an older Southwest plane over here, or painted in an older livery.
Yeah, that is an actually.
It actually looks like a 737-700 or 800. I'm not sure. It is a 700 because of the shortness of it.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell by the
One of the bags is the 700 that's at 22
that is compared to the new one that's
right
for
there.
you. With
On
the
its
darker
way
blue,
out
which
to
is the
Dallas.
I think this one's a 737 MAX and that one's the older 700.
So you're seeing a compared view schools.
I can always tell what the 737 MAXs are because their wingtip looks like a spear and the engines are mounted so far forward to accommodate for their size that they're pretty much sticking all the way out from the wings compared to the older 737s.
And over on the north side, we have the arrival of Saudia Airlines making final touchdown here on the north side at LAX.
Probably.
You should see it pop out right in front of us, right here at the Bradley Terminal. You'll see it pop out and go around. You should see it any second now.
There it is.
And there it is. So Saudia Airlines is here.
We'll get a nice view of that when it comes around the terminals to come taxi into Saudi.
Saudia is here from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And also, if you look just in front of you with the Bradley Terminal, we have Avianca as well. Making a cross over here right in front of the Bradley Terminal.
You are correct. That's the
We have
777-200.
a bit of a backup here.
Got a
we have
nice
few planes, got a nice little backup.
United 777. I think that's the 200. You don't see a lot of 777-200s anymore. Everyone pretty much traded them up for the 300 and the ER.
Yes. If you do happen to see these planes, because they're pretty old, so you're lucky. It's pretty rare that you see them.
Jeremy, where did this one come in from?
This 777 actually old plane. This actually happens to be
From Newark. Okay, that's a nice wide body to be on if you're flying Transcon. A lot of the Transcon routes are done by narrow bodies these days for
This
efficiency.
plane came into service back in 1990.
That one's getting up there.
Yeah, definitely getting up there in age. And it's just in front of us, here, on the front side right here at the Tom Bradley Terminal, you can see Qatar Airlines on the push back. We're probably going to see a south side departure for Doha.
Virgin Atlantic
So we have a little bit of backup here right now.
on an A350.
And we also have Virgin
this
coming
later.
in on the north side as well. About to make touchdown on the north side.
used to love Virgin.
Yeah, Virgin's come so far. You know, first they have airlines, and now they have cruise ships. They're definitely getting around and getting out there, and they're definitely making advances.
I used to love their commercials because they had Austin Powers in them, and I only wanted to fly Virgin Atlantic as a kid because they had the Yeah Baby Yeah, Virgin Shaglantic.
Yes.
Oh, geez, now that's taking us way back.
Yeah,
I just really aged myself there.
Yeah.
I think Mike Myers is due for another movie. He needs to come out of hibernation. Got the Korean 747 snuck in on us here.
Yeah, we have that big blue putting right over here on the left-hand side.
That is a nice steep takeoff from American too. Really, that's got to be at least 3,000 feet a second. Anything over 3,000 FPS is a rocket in my book. So I was a little off. Not quite a rocket, but it sounded like one because those CFMs on the current generation of the A321 are loud.
And as you guys were talking about, of course, we do have our Saudi Airlines coming over here on the south side of join us.
See if I can keep up with this jet.
And they are joining us here today from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So we'll let you guys take a look. Saudia here. Saudia is actually one of the few airlines that actually trip out to Saudi Arabia. The other airline that makes the trip out as well is
I wouldn't want to play
El
chicken.
Al, which also goes to Saudi Arabia.
I think they're going to give way to the Korean 747 first. That's a cool shot right there.
Yes, that's
The 300 ER versus 747-400. Definitely not. Although I'm sure a 777 would put up a good fight against the 74. Oh, we've got United's Dreamliner leaving here. They operate the 787-10 on that one, which is the largest variant of the 787 that you can get.
you definitely don't want to have in size comparison.
Well, we knew somebody was going to go there.
Size matters.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, everybody, crude joke. Don't crucify me too much.
If you guys enjoy the humor and the jokes, just feel free to
Smash the like button if you thought it was funny.
Smash that like button.
Yes, guys, definitely hit that like button and please hit the subscribe button.
I saw we had 4. I saw we had 4 subs last time I checked.
Oh, we're actually up to 5?
5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. I'll take it.
Like what you see, help us.
There goes that Delta plane. I think we said heading to JFK.
And here is our big, beautiful Saudi Airlines coming in, making its approach to the gate here on the south side.
Would it be too crude if I made a BBW joke?
I would probably say
Yeah,
yes.
I know. It was a joke. I only said it because nobody's watching it right now.
Everybody can catch on.
That's true. I hope nobody heard that too loudly.
If anybody heard that, I'm sorry.
They're going to be firing me after the stream, so it's all good. You won't hear it anymore.
But if you guys do like the crew humor and the crew joke, please feel free to laugh with us.
I think every once in a while a slightly light-humored crude joke is
He's
okay.
going to be heading out to Dallas.
Korean is pulling into its gate. And here's that older Southwest 737-700 that we saw earlier. DFW.
Yeah, that's there.
We also have a huge Aero Mexico here on the far side. Compared to some of the Aero Mexicos that we see here in LAX. This is by far the biggest.
Is it their Dreamliner that's here? Yeah, and it's
Yes,
actually...
this is our Dreamliner.
This is their Dreamliner actually in its Pride livery as well. It's basically the same. If I can zoom in, you see that rainbow streak there. That's different. That's their Pride livery that they put on their Dreamliner. It's basically the exact same livery as their normal one, but they added the rainbow for their Pride livery, which is super cool. I actually like it. I think it adds a little more flair.
So, yes.
We have a different Spirit livery too today.
Yes, we have the
Is-
white.
Is that the
Spirit
OG
here.
Spirit livery before they went yellow?
I do believe this white livery we're seeing here. The last I heard, this is a Spirit executive livery, which means this is carrying Spirit Airlines executives. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not exactly. That's what I've heard.
Avianca that we saw earlier is heading out as well. Is that an A320, I believe, or an A321? The 320, so I was right on the first try. It looked a little shorter than the 321s.
Sorry, guys. We have a beautiful Delta Airlines here. I just got to give Delta Airlines this livery a little love.
On this little guy over here.
Yes, this little guy around here, pressing right in front of that. Got to give that Delta livery
I
some
believe
love.
that's an Embraer ERJ. Is that a 175?
I believe so. And we also have the Delta 767 right here, right in front of us. You
I
guys
believe that's an A3. I believe it's an A330 Neo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's an A330 Neo, especially because it has the black strip for the glass.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is
it should be the 330 Neo.
Yes, that is a 330 Neo.
My parents just flew on the Delta 330 Neo from here to Charles de Gaulle about a month ago. And they said those Delta 1 suites are beautiful.
Yeah. I actually do hear that from my pilot friend who I know since he works for Delta Airlines. I do hear a lot about those. They are very luxurious and they are very
Yeah, they just dipped behind the buildings a second ago, so I'm going to leave it focused between Bradley here, and we should see it zipping by in just a second. There it is. We'll see that one come around.
And if if you guys look over here, on the far side, you have Fiji making its way out.
One of my favorite liveries.
Fiji is absolutely beautiful.
I wish I wasn't on that plane. I wish I was on the departing flight. Stick me on there, and I'll see you guys in a month. Ooh, aloha cargo. I'd gladly go on that plane and hitch a ride.
Probably. Honolulu, Hawaii.
I'll be there in February.
Very nice.
Well, I guess that means in February we're going to have to find ourselves a temporary camera guy.
I think that's going to be you.
Probably.
And then
Thank you guys for enjoying the show.
That is a British market.
I think Qatar's A350 is taxiing out for its departure.
Actually, a correction, that is their 777ER.
And I think we have a British arrival on the north.
Yes, we do. That is
I think that's their 350 as well. If I'm not mistaken, it's their A350. Or is it a 777? Yeah, it's a 777-300ER now that I'm zoomed in.
So as I'm sure you guys are seeing several airlines and airplanes making its way to the backside here in LAX. Different brief explanation as to why you're seeing that. When you see a plane going over to the far side to the back end of the airport, it just means you're being filled up because they have an evening departure later in the evening. So it just means they're not going out right now as opposed to have an evening flight, which are usually overnight flights. Or they're going out like after later on.
I was a digit off.
British Airways.
950 is China, 19. I think Air Tahiti Nui is going to go, instead of coming between this way, they're going to go behind the American hangar here and sneak in this way. We've had a lot of private jet traffic in the last 24 hours here. Any idea where that one came in from?
I have no idea.
Yesterday and today, when I was out here taking pictures, there was a ton of private jet traffic. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Will do. Where all the wine is.
Not a problem, not a problem.
Pardon me, guys. I'm taking a little drink right here.
Taking a nitrous oxide. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, nitrous oxide.
Can that come over like 5 inches? Next time I left it on my bathroom. I was rushing to get over here. It was on my bathroom counter plugged into the charger. I'm like, if I don't leave now, I'm gonna be late. There we go. The battery will still drain, but at a very, very slow rate. Somebody yesterday who I was talking to said that they think the Volaris tail part of the livery looks like an old like Atari video game.
You know, it's funny, I was just talking about that. The first time I saw this airline, I looked at the tails, I go, the first thing that came to me was Atari video games or puzzle.
And that Aero Mexico Pride livery Dreamliner's on its way out of here. I believe this Volaris plane's an A320 Neo.
A320 Neo.
This is
Or a 319? Maybe a 319. Oh, so I was right the first time. A big giveaway on the Neos is the black Zorro mask that it has across the window. Apparently that's to help cope with the changing temperatures better and keep things cooler on the glass for the pilots. And we have that beautiful Tahiti Nui Dreamliner crossing in front of the cameras here.
beautiful livery.
This is useless today. It's like blowing everywhere. It's like, might as well not even wear it. Are you ready?
So if you guys have your phones in hand, feel free to turn up the volume and crank it up to the power.
These do have some nice loud
So
engines.
feel free to turn up the volume and crank it up.
We say that as they throttle the engines down and quiet them down. Thanks a lot, Gulfstream pilot, for not helping us out with that one. Literally. How funny.
That wasn't very nice.
That wasn't very considerate to us plane spotters.
Southwest and Air TJB.
Got a face-off here between Southwest. That Southwest plane looks so itty-bitty compared to that Dreamliner.
Yeah, it's like, if you look at the size here, there's no these two planes here. It kind of looks like the Aviation is going to keep this plane up home.
It'll be like a monster truck and just smush it.
Hopefully this jet right here will have a little more considerate with their throttle here.
Jeremy, is this another 737-700 or is it something else?
Keep that volume cranked up, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty fast.
All right. And there's the real quick, the British Airways snuck in.
Well, that's actually a semi-commercial jet here belonging to VistaJet Malta.
And I'm surprised that that gray jet right there is that's been here for the first time. That jet's actually back.
Let me bring you guys in.
That's actually a semi-commercial jet here belonging to VistaJet Malta.
Oh,
From VistaJet Malta, did you say?
VistaJet Malta, yes.
Wow.
Southwest Airlines Nevada 1
Land
livery.
on the north side.
Lights up, ladies and gentlemen. In on the south side here of the arrival, we have Southwest Airlines Nevada 1 livery.
Ooh,
All
nice.
right, go ahead, pay attention to this, you guys. Pay attention to this livery. You guys do not get to see livery
And we don't get to see Southwest almost ever here on the south.
They go ahead and enjoy this livery. Just a little bit of insight about this livery. The livery is called Nevada One, which means it is here from Vegas. It is one of many liveries that you see here in the Southwest. They're what are known as state liveries. It is one of many liveries. And Nevada One for
should be passing by here in just a sec. Just needed to clear the cargo buildings. There she is.
Yeah, Nevada One is absolutely
800.
There are several ones. I love Nevada One.
I believe that's a 737 MAX as well. Sorry for the power poles here today. But I believe that's a MAX 8, a 737-8. Formerly known as the MAX. I guess after the whole scandal, they decided to take MAX out of it to try to fool everybody. But
That is actually
we all know what it is.
Coletta Air Cargo 747.
I think we have a 747 arriving here on the south side.
One of the more attractive 747s here. Everybody loves
the red
this
and yellow stripe.
Coletta cargo. These Coletta cargos are definitely an eyesight here. Definitely very catchy.
They photograph really well. It's a
Yeah,
very
they
the colors pop on this one very nicely.
I believe I'm hearing from ATC over here that they're going to be turning in.
Are they going to be nice and go long, or are they going to go short and turn early on Alpha?
We'll go ahead and see here.
It looks like they're going to do an early turn onto Alpha.
I believe I'm hearing from ATC over here that they're going to be turning in on Alpha.
Yeah, they're
Darn
really
you,
gonna-
Coletta
yeah,
Air. You
they're
have,
gonna hold short and coming right in.
Coletta, you have let us down.
And to that I say, wrong.
Oh, let's follow this for a sec.
Airlines here on the south side.
A350.
Departures, go Papa.
I'll try to get you guys in here.
Short, here's what we all like to say to that.
Try to get you guys in here as best as possible, but between the poles and the building, it's hard. But we'll get a little view as it taxis by to the cargo terminal. I think that's as much of that as we're going to get.
And here comes our A&A Airlines.
And soon after that, we're going to see the Austrian 777 take off as well. And here's your ANA Dreamliner that Terry was just talking about. Getting a bit of a breeze here, so sorry if there's any whooshing on the audio. I love catching the front end views of these planes. That 777 Austrian looks very menacing.
And once again, we have Delta making its front. Always going to get that love for Delta. Their planes are just especially when they're aiming
Right now we are catching a good view of Japan, and right now heading out to Osaka.
Ooh, this is one of my favorite liveries we can see here in the back, the ITA Airways, which is pulling out. I think that blue is probably one of my favorite blues on a livery I've ever seen. It almost looks like a metallic paint job.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, just a little bit of history for this plane. This plane, it's a little bit of fun to play spotters to see this plane. And you know, not only is it the electric blue livery that you're seeing right here in front of us, it also has kind of an invisible labeling to it. Many people are saying that it resembles the X and L's of Louis Vuitton. When really the little signs that you're going to be seeing on the livery, on the paint job, are actually Gucci. It is not Louis Vuitton, it is actually Gucci. Because Gucci is Italian.
We just had the Lufthansa A350 sneak in on us here too. In their new paint scheme. I kind of miss the yellow on the tail.
Yeah. Definitely miss that yellow on the tail. Just like the old retro one we have here before us right here. Really,
Yeah.
You can see the two tails, and you can tell the difference. The blue tail with the yellow compared to the blue tail with the white. So you definitely know which one is older and which one is newer. Personally, myself, I like the blue and white tail myself. I think it's a little bit more catchy, a little bit more eye-catching, a little bit more gorgeous. It definitely sets the plane off against the white body.
I'm going to agree to disagree with that one. I think the yellow pops a little more than the white. I think that the newer livery right here is a lot more elegant.
However, I'm gonna actually have to read more comment. It's gotta go with the black. The black on the tail does tend to give a bit more of an elegance to it. It blends in more. However, if you're looking for a nice eye popper, you gotta go with the older one. Yeah, with the
And especially with a lot of people who know Lufthansa, who know this airline, when they see Lufthansa, the first thing they think of is retail, because when Lufthansa first came in, this is a tail that has all the tail, and now we see the blue tail with the white.
We haven't seen any JetBlue today, so I'm gonna follow JetBlue for a sec.
I know just here in the past, I'm going to say a couple of years or so, we have seen quite a few nice departures. We've seen first week the all blue. We've seen the New York Fire Department all red. Now we have seen all green New York Jets as well.
I love that football New York Jets livery a lot with the all green with the white writing is super cool.
We gotta pick on you on the times.
Just like that Lufthansa tail stands out with the yellow. Sorry, Terry. And we got to give a little bit of love to the Air Pepsi plane over there too.
It's funny you mentioned that, Ben, because the first time that I ever saw this plane on logo, I thought
Pepsi corporate jet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm surprised Pepsi hasn't approached Korean and said, what the heck, man? Like, it's a little similar with the colors and the shape there. It looks like ITA is still using the north runway, so we're not going to see their A350 departure here on the south, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks unfortunately, it looks like it's
Another little bit of history behind that livery color, too, is it actually was dedicated to a soccer team that used that color.
Oh, really?
If you look it up, yeah. I think the first one to ever enter service with the blue livery was on an A320 dedicated to Paolo Rossi.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I did not know that.
Got a nice low and slow from United here.
Controversy thing that I've seen with ITA and roll call was there has been much debate over Little Eden City as people are often saying that it is actually it is on, it is not Louis Vuitton. So see this in the plane, it is not Louis Vuitton. It is Gucci.
So that means tickets are double priced then.
It is quite expensive, but it is Gucci.
I used to own a pair of Gucci loafers, but gave them away because they were from my ex-wife. Very comfortable.
I hope
very
you made some
comfortable.
good money off those.
I gave them away for free.
Oh God! Wow.
I was hoping they'd bring some good luck to a friend of mine who had the same shoe size, who loved them, and I just didn't want them sitting around. And honestly, for the price they cost, pretty much the same comfort as any other well-made loafer that was 3/4 the price. That's what you get for being an idiot like me when I was younger and trying to buy brand name everything. Much smarter as I aged. Now I'm just old and boring. Bad dad jokes over here.
And as you guys see right across from us, just crossing Bradley over here, you see the big yellow Spirit plane. We do have a little bit of a controversy with this plane.
Do we
not
care
many
about
people
Spirit?
Who see this plane really care too much. So the common little joke with this plane is when this plane lands, we say, oh look, Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, definitely
Nobody
agree
cares.
that proper explanation.
Yeah, I remember when we first said that, and I was gonna make the joke, so I'm glad you explained it before I just came out with it and was like, oh look, Spirit, nobody cares, and panned away from it.
Banana plane. Yeah, definitely agree that proper explanation is needed.
So
We
now
also-
for
we
you
also
regular
like to
viewers.
call it- we also like to call it the Yellow Submarine and the Big
Spoiled
Blue
banana.
Banana phone.
Yes.
Banana plane.
Yes.
I kind of want to call it a rotten banana because of the black writing across it. It kind of.
I would sing a song today, but I'm not going to sing on stream today. Ooh, we do have a little treat here, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like ITA has changed their mind.
Oh,
It looks like we're going to see a south side departure today.
that is a very, very odd taxi route. Normally they just make a U-turn or snake through the center of the Bradley terminal over here. But maybe they had a conflict where they needed to keep that open, and they taxied them around this way. So sweet for us.
You guys will actually get to see up close to you of that beautiful, gorgeous electric blue of Ita.
That bus better stop. All right, there we go.
But yeah, I will agree with my partner Ben here. That was an extremely weird, weird taxi that it's doing. Normally, because it came out of the Bradley terminal, it should have just gone that way and gone down on the north side. What it did instead was it pushed back, left the Bradley terminal, went all the way around, and now it's coming over here, and now it's going to taxi all the way down. Pretty weird taxi people we got here.
It's happened a few times, and I think because the other plane was pushing back that was larger, needed the space, but it's very rare. Oh, sorry guys, I kicked the tripod by accident.
But it definitely looks like we're going to get a really nice up close view here of Ita. So we'll let you guys just enjoy this plane. It's absolutely beautiful.
I feel like anytime I see an Airbus 350, the windshield of it looks like a Zorro mask.
Yeah.
If we were going to see it right now, totally looks like a mask of Zorro. The way it's curved and shaped, and the black coloring around it. I always think that's funny.
It's really interesting that you say that, because when you look at the front windshield of a lot of these airlines, a lot of them either resemble raccoon faces or the face of a sloth.
Check out over here.
I think 737s from the front end look like Angry Birds. If anybody still plays Angry Birds, I know I do every once in a while for the fun of it. But here comes our Austrian 777. Listen to those GE90 engines, wow.
And we have another guest joining us, guys. We have Cathay Pacific Cargo,
And
right here on Lima.
they're going right in front, and they're going long.
We do not get to see this very often, ladies and gentlemen. We do not get to see this too often.
We better tell Kevin that we're using his Lima.
This is a beautiful shot right here.
I know when other people say Lima, he goes, I've been saying Lima for years, so I'm giving a shout out to Kevin
Listen to that
at Airline
sound.
Videos for the Lima. Well, they still have all their air brakes up and everything. Spoilers. That's a really cool view too, because the spoilers and air brakes are all still up.
Don't get to see that too often.
I'll zoom in on that wing. I think they retracted them now.
Yeah, they retracted.
I love the chevrons on the back of the 747-8
Is that with
engines.
Techron?
Those are there for fuel efficiency, believe it or not. The kind of looks like a serrated knife, but they call them chevrons. I'll zoom in.
Is that with Techron?
I think it is with Techron, because I know it's a lot more efficient, but
Why
all jokes aside, you can get a close-up of the back of the engine. You can see that serrated edge, and that's for fuel efficiency. So I think they did give it a Techron boost.
I had always wondered why there were those extra plates on the back of that.
Anytime you see chevrons on the back of an engine, it's for fuel efficiency. It has something to do with the airflow over the engine and the way it exits the back. Wait, so now we can officially, since it's been explained, be like, oh look, it's Spirit. Nobody
I'm
cares.
sorry, you guys
Go
probably
over to the Alaska Airlines
But I
73
did get
Max.
a little
Or maybe that was a one-time joke because I didn't even get a courtesy laugh from my partners over here.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys probably got 30, 40
I didn't hear it since I'm all the way over here in the penalty box operating the camera. I wanted to tell
sorry
you.
about that, guys. I would have chuckled, but I was actually kind of enthralled with that Cathay Pacific Cargo 747 as well as the Elite overflow, which is continuing to taxi here on the south side.
I wanted to joke with you, Terry, when you were mentioning the airplanes getting towed off to the remote part of the airport where they sit when they have a much later flight and need to clear out the gate. And I just wanted to say, no, the truth is they're really just putting them in the penalty box.
What they wouldn't give for a whistle or a
We're going to get another 747 arrival.
That is Cargo Lux.
yeah, we do have a big heavy arrival here, folks. We'll find out in just a minute who this is.
That is Cargo Lux.
Oh, we have Cargo Lux. So this is another livery. An airline we don't see here very often.
We have Cargalux.
We'll see what they're going to do, but probably guarantee they're probably going to hold short.
Probably going to do a turn on Alpha depending on if they can stop fast enough depending on the load in the airplane. You would think they would want to go long and save the brakes, but apparently they love to slam on the brakes, go full reverse thrust, and turn early.
Yeah. Most of them have been doing that. So
Are we allowed to play the Jeopardy music on here and while we're waiting?
They're really
No, they're going so slow, they're going short.
Yeah.
It looks like they might have been empty because they didn't even stop that hard.
Actually, they usually come down right into the road.
Yeah, we're not even gonna. They might be turning really, really early. You can see the ITA Airways in the distance.
Yeah, ETA is still making its way down. Yeah, it's definitely coming in.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to show you guys except for that tail over there, which is gonna swing in just behind this Atlas tail. At least we got to see a little bit of the approach. Keep stepping on my mic cable. It's just gonna scuff it up, who cares? It's just a logo. Don't really care. People don't need to know what kind of mics I have. If I get fired for crude jokes, there's no camera. I'm just joking with my friends over here that if they fire me for crude jokes, then the camera goes bye-bye since it's my camera.
That's alright because we actually have sitting at the far end of the runway getting ready to take off on its way.
We do have a little bit of a
right
ball
now.
here in the action.
That's alright because
They should be getting ready to go. Rome Fumicino?
We're going to Roma.
I always love a nice A350 takeoff. Those things look really cool when they take off. They sound great. I am a 787 fanboy, but I am the first to admit that their engines are way too quiet on takeoff.
always a beautiful shot when you get that engine condensation.
Awesome compared to the sound of Pratt & Whitney as well.
Here we go. We have a nice rotation with some engine condensation.
You know, it's funny, Ben. I was actually just about to
I'm telling you, this plane photographs and videos better than any other one with this color scheme. Look how it glistens in the light. It almost looks metallic. Glistening.
It's funny how I'm talking to my partners here. We're talking about how gorgeous these liveries are up right up close to you, right up in your face, in front of your eyes. I actually saw a picture, I don't know who took it, but I saw a picture on Facebook of does not do it justice. And when you see the picture of this jet, it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is absolutely wicked. I mean, you see air concealed flags here when it's catching on a runway here and there, but it does not do it justice. You can't get that done. When you see it in the picture, it is absolutely gorgeous.
I've been lucky enough to catch the black livery New Zealand on the north side when I was taking photos, and that thing looks stunning up close. I was probably only like 200 feet away from it at the time. There's my top secret plane spotting photo spot, which I'm never telling because I don't want it to get crowded and then have us all get kicked out.
We actually got the opportunity one time. We were sitting over at a location. We're not going to give you right now the location that we were while we were sitting over at a location that we had just arrived to, and we were not ready for it. But Air New Zealand flag came in and we felt, unfortunately, we were not ready for it. It was like maybe 20, 30 feet away
I
from
was
us,
actually
and it was just
absolutely hating myself.
I feel like 20, 30 feet away, it's going to hit the top of your head. That landing gear.
Yeah, so and it was just absolutely beautiful. We just were not
No,
ready for it.
I had the camera actually sitting out on our table at the time.
Yeah, we did not have our gear ready, so we
Gotta
did not-
always keep that camera in the car.
Eating at the time.
Oh no, I had
No.
I had the camera actually sitting out on
On the table, we just were not set up right now.
I see.
We were actually eating at the time, and we were like mid-flight.
And the shout out to my partners here. Hey, look, guys, your Lufthansa is making its pushback.
Oh, my favorite airplane ever made, the 747. I'll say that this livery, I like the tail because the tail really pops and stands out, but that other one we saw earlier is a very simply elegant livery. It does look a lot more sophisticated than this one does.
I just really love how
Again, if you're looking for
yellow
something that just has that nice, simple elegance to it, yes, I would agree with you with the more modern look. But I just really love how the yellow contrasts.
I kind of like things that like to shout out, "Look at me," like all the special liveries they have on all these different airlines and things that are more colorful and stand out and kind of say, "Look at me, look at me."
Oh, yeah.
Look at me.
So I think that's why I'm partial.
That's actually the original purpose for a lot of these special reviews here is that,
I kind of hate to say it, but like JetBlue, United, Alaska, and Delta,
Pretty much all the same.
their liveries are all so similar and they're all so simple and like whatever. So when you see something else, it's exciting because you don't see these special liveries very often. But like, you know, all the Delta planes are white with the word Delta, the blue tail with the Delta symbol, and Delta on the side, and it's just an all-white plane, so it's not as exciting to look at per se.
Yeah.
Nothing against any of these airlines at all. I'm not bad-mouthing any of them.
It's just kind of plain.
It's just a little plain Jane. Yeah.
Unlike one specific airline that I'm thinking of right now, their liveries are kind of, as I like to call, psychedelic.
Are we talking about rotten bananas?
No, we're actually talking about Condor, which is actually here, by the way.
Yeah, you know what? Let me pan over.
On the west side, you can see the green and white tail back there.
Yeah, on the west gates of Bradley, it's snuck in there.
Yeah.
yes, right next to a motorcycle.
Yes. And some of the thing about Condor is a constant line with their liveries. Every livery they've ever had, when they're on the runway, they just scream, "Hey, look at me!" Because they have so many unique liveries.
They have so much presence because of it. It just, you know what it is. You don't go, is that United? Is that Delta? Is that JetBlue? You say, no. That is Condor. It has a lot of stage presence when it's sitting out on the apron and at the gates and on the tarmac.
It's one of those designs that just really seems to be able to stand out from all the rest. It's got that very
It is actually a 2.
We have another Delta 757 pencil, the 300. Or maybe this is a 200. I think this one's a 2. It's a little shorter.
It's actually a 2.
Yeah, it's a little shorter than the 300. It just, you can really tell the 300 because it just looks so long, and the reason they call it a flying pencil is due to the fact that it is super long and super thin. Very stealthy looking aircraft. I am a little disappointed in Delta's choice of engine to go with the Pratt & Whitneys on this one as opposed to the RB211s. I think nothing beats the sound of the Rolls-Royce RB211 engine on takeoff. It has a very, very, very distinct sound.
Sun Country. Sun Country is another airline. It's just really freaking their orange nose and their blue tail with the orange. Yes.
I mean, those colors really complement each other, and they stand out, and they do have a little bit of white in there for the balance. So
It's got the same color. It's got the same actual shape. Yeah, exactly. Same way.
I could see that. I don't know if any.
It's got the same color. It's got the same actual.
And it has an S in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I see 2 lawsuits coming from Pepsi and now from Sheraton? now that we've like outed the 2 airlines for similarities here, are we going to see some massive lawsuits come about?
And no disrespect here to Sun Country and Southwest, but I will admit when I first saw Sun Country and I saw the S on the tail, I go, oh, is that Southwest?
Oh no.
Yeah, I was kind of hitting myself on that one.
Do we have like a buzzer button for that? Like a.
Actually, for that one, we gotta get a sound effect.
That sounds like my 18-month-old. Anytime he drops something, he goes, uh-oh. Maybe we need to have him record that anytime we diss an airline's livery or confuse it with a big corporate company. My son loves airplanes so much. Whenever he sees them on TV, he points and he says, airplane, and then he goes, oh, wow. It's really funny.
Got that American flight 2865 on 737.
As long as I'm a cameraman here and there's a 747 just hanging out there facing, you're going to see the camera pointed at it a lot.
Dad jokes.
Yes.
So long as I keep my mouth in check and don't make too many bad jokes.
Now, was that bad jokes or bad jokes?
A little bit of both.
Definitely for sure, the 747s are definitely one of those planes where you just have to have your camera on them. I mean, when you see them with their faces pointed at you, you're looking at them and they're looking at you. You see those huge big 4 engines. You just can't help it.
It's a dying breed as a passenger plane. A lot of airlines have retired them, or they've gone to cargo companies, and we see them a lot here. We're very lucky because there's a lot of cargo companies here that still fly them. We have Lufthansa and Korean have them as passenger planes as well, but across the world, not all the airports are as fortunate as us to have so many of them. And thankfully Lufthansa has only had these, I think they've had these between 8 and 10 years, so I think they have committed to flying them for quite a while. So we should be seeing those here for a while, which is good. So as I said, as a passenger plane, it's kind of a dying breed that you don't see around too often. So it is a special occasion whenever there's a passenger or cargo 747.
It definitely just screams for the attention.
Queen of the Skies.
They love the camera attention. Cameras love it.
Queen of the Skies, the OG's jumbo jet. I think the first one came into service in the 60s.
I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, look at these, you guys. We are literally face
Yeah,
to face
back
with
in my
a
childhood
747.
I've never actually flown on a 747. All the flights I took were on, as a kid, on the 767-200 from LA to JFK on American, when they were still rocking their all chrome liveries. That is a glorious sound from the Air France 777-300ER flying to Paris, I believe.
Going to Charles de Gaulle.
I think the largest aircraft I flew on as a very little kid, the first jumbo I flew on, was the Airbus A300. From here to, or from Miami to Costa Rica. And other than that, it was all 767s, 777-200s, or 737s.
Actually, the biggest airline, biggest plane I've ever flown growing up was actually right out of here, right here in LAX. I had the pleasure of being on the all-chrome Hawaiian Airlines.
They had a chrome livery?
They had a chrome livery.
I thought that was just American.
No, it was a long time ago. It wasn't Hawaiian. It was an actual DC-10.
Wow.
And it was the first flight of the day.
Jeremy's hopping on Google to fact check this right now.
It was the first flight of the day. It was known as Hawaiian Flight 1.
And they still fly HA1. I think it's 7 a.m. from here to Honolulu.
And we actually took it from here to Las Vegas.
The city of lost wages. There's a dad joke for you.
But that was
I like to
the
fly.
biggest plane I've ever flown on.
I like to fly HA3 because it's at 10 a.m. so it gives me a second to sleep.
He actually has a picture.
So go ahead and Google Hawaiian Airlines Chrome DC-10 while we listen to this 7.5 takeoff. Alright, you know what? I'm no longer mad at Delta for not choosing the Rolls-Royce engine and going with the Pratt & Whitney option on that plane. That did sound really good. I can't...
Pratt & Whitney's make Delta actually sound very strong.
I can't hate on Delta for that anymore.
No.
Delta, if any of you are watching or ever see this in the future, I will admit that I was wrong and apologize profusely. Please forgive me. I am a Sky Miles Silver member, so don't hate on me next time I fly you. Don't cancel.
Unfortunately, I do have a friend of mine who is a pilot for Delta, so unfortunately I have to watch Sky now.
I'm sure your friend is gonna watch this at some point, so we can't say anything
Yes, we have to watch
anything
our
bad about Delta Airlines.
And if you heard me say anything, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, before the microphones turned on, I thought you were just saying how much you dislike Delta. No, I'm kidding, I'm totally joking, guys. We gotta have a little fun around here to keep it interesting.
See, these are why I love my partners, because they're just like me. We're all a corny bunch. We all love the humor and the corniness. We're like each other.
Absolutely.
I mean, Jeremy was the one who said he'd rather fly on Spirit than Delta, so I'm just saying.
All lies, everybody.
Sorry.
You can't, he said you can't beat the home of the bear fare. No, I'm kidding. By the time you pay the bear fare and pay all the extra fees that you have to check in and for baggage and all this stuff you have to buy on the plane, you might as well just buy a ticket on Delta because it'll be the same price and you'll have way better service. There's another Delta 7.5. 757 heaven right now.
And just a little bit of a treat here for you guys. If you guys can, take those remotes, crank up those TVs, guys, crank up the volume. We have a Lufthansa 747 face-to-face with us.
Let's see if we can,
So crank up that volume, guys.
let's see if we can get in on that cockpit window.
747 guys.
I'll go wide for you guys. When they swing around, I'm gonna try to get in the cockpit. It's amazing how loud it is when it faces you, and then as soon as they turn, it's almost silent. Just per our discussion earlier, there's a very close up on that tail with the yellow instead of the white. So you can kind of compare and see what it looks like.
And we're just going to say again, for those of you that are just now joining us for this stream,
Like what you see. Don't forget to smash that like button and follow and subscribe to our page.
and I'm here with my amazing partners here. We got Jeremy, and we got Ben.
Soon to be TJ Aviation if I keep it up. Why don't you guys can vote on which one you think sounds better, TJB or TJ.
You trying to push your luck here, Ben?
Just a little bit. You guys are back.
Yeah, we're back. Of course we're back, man.
Looks like we have a JetBlue A320 here. We taxied over to the.
There's an Air Canada 320 Neo there too. We almost missed that. That one's always fun. How was the tour yesterday? Those pictures you sent me were
We came here to Penrith, and we saw this firefighting jumper standing on the outside. There was a guy coming in with a truck. We walked to him because we were in the restaurant. We said, "Can you please help us? We just want to make a picture." Of course, get to my truck.
come on in.
So we get to his truck, and then the guys from the helicopter, they were standing outside the plane. They say, "You want to make a photo? Yeah, come out of the car."
The camera really is like very low key. Did you see the camera super clean?
Yeah, it's nice.
I photographed those when they were
And just to give you guys a little bit of information and a little bit of just a little reminder for those of you that are big time both commercial aviation and military nuts alike. Just a reminder to everybody, next week is the Huntington Beach Great American Pacific Air Show live over the water next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Huntington Beach.
That's the exact place where
So if you're a big lover of military and aviation and life, feel free to definitely jump by and check out the air show. Me and Jeremy will actually be at that air show live. We'll be there as well. So if you guys happen to jump by the beach, definitely keep an eye out for us, and we'll be around. And definitely feel free to come up to us, say hi. We're not afraid. We're very friendly. So if you do feel like you want to approach us, please feel free. We love meeting new people. We're very friendly, very talkative. We would love to meet you as well. And again, it's going to be next Friday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I believe it starts at 11 a.m. and goes to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Firefighting helicopter of Van Nuys.
Right there, right over the water at Huntington Beach.
Have you guys gone to the new? That was near the view in Malibu.
We're driving on this.
And I believe this weekend, if memory serves me, Miramar is this
Someone
weekend.
is flying turning around, so we stopped.
Miramar is actually this weekend.
And then he was
Coming up
coming by
right
2
across
times
the
again.
way, we have a
In
one-side
San Diego.
arrival with Delta Airlines, A321neo.
That one's at Van Nuys too.
Delta
Yeah.
Flight 372.
Yeah, that's a cool. So I've gone out. I've gone out to see this one like 4 or 5 times because it was scheduled to fly. Every time I got there, the flights got canceled. I was like, come on,
Yesterday, I was emotionally, I was out.
yeah, I'm sure you were exhausted between the
I was,
flight change.
but
all
no,
the driving.
but after all, I was sitting at the jumper and I was like, yes, I'm alive. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, because you get to get some place.
We don't have this in Holland, you know? That's the thing.
We have a Delta Airlines making its final approach here to the gate here on the south side.
It's a Delta 321. Delta Airline Airbus A320.
Correction, that's A325.
Oh, it's a 321 CEO, not an NEO then. The current engine option and the NEO stands for new engine option. And a lot of airlines have had to pull their 321 NEOs from service, like Hawaiian and a few others for defective fan blade parts that are on back order. So they've had to pull them from service while they're waiting on parts. And this is the Zoom caller.
Remember, in Germany, it's 5 hours from our house. We have the Airbus Fairbank where they built for 20 years. We come there a couple of
And
times
it looks like we do have a big departure over here on the north side.
last year. This guy told us that they have back order about for 8 cars. And they can't deliver them because of the airlines.
I believe that might be Swiss. It might be, yes.
North side?
North side, yes.
That's Aviation.
Oh, and just to show you guys, we'll go
Is
ahead.
that Philippines?
Asiana.
Oh, it's Asiana.
A350-900.
We have Asiana, guys, who it's going to appear here on final approach here on the north side.
I'll zoom. Oh, I missed it. So those guys, when I was streaming yesterday, our front hauling, they flew in yesterday. They heard me talking on the phone to Jacob and Mikey while I was getting set up to ask for the stream team. And they're like, are you here? I've officially become a YouTuber. I was YouTube famous for about a minute.
You're just getting out there, aren't you, Ben?
I know, I
That's all right. We're
kind
willing
of
to
cheat
share.
on these guys, and I stream once a week on Wednesdays for a different channel, and soon to be twice a week. Actually, we're gonna do 2 a week because the numbers have been pretty good. So we're gonna have an exhausted and overworked camera guy.
We have Virgin Airlines coming into
Using the
Bradley over here on
Dreamliner
the
with
main
the
terminal.
9 series.
Making its approach to the gate.
Yes, the 78-9. I've flown on that one. In 2017, I was able to fly upper class on Virgin Atlantic's Dreamliner, and That was probably the best sleep I've ever had on an aircraft because of the lower cabin pressure due to the composite materials they use on the Dreamliners. Normal aircraft, I think they pressurize it to about 8,000 or 9,000 feet equivalent, and on that plane it could take a lot more stress, so they pressurize it to 6,000 feet. So that means you have less jet lag, less tiredness. I didn't. Oh, we don't want to miss that.
Favorite was the yellow tail.
That sounded incredible. Sorry, we almost missed that while we were having a boring fact lesson about cabin pressures in a Dreamliner. Just to finish that thought off, because of the lower cabin pressure, my skin didn't get dry and I didn't have a headache from a dry nose on that plane because there's a lot more moisture in the air. And now I'm finished. I quit. I am end career as streamer. No, I'm kidding.
You are end career just like the way your iPad decided to end career.
Yes, my iPad decided to end its iPad career after 7 lovely years together. Let's just hope my marriage doesn't take the same path because I'm almost coming up on my 7th anniversary. And when I say almost, that is next August. My wife and I have been together since 2014 and married since 2017.
Next August, it'll be 3 years for us.
That's a big one.
Yeah, 3 wonderful years next August.
As I turn my head and see the look of scaredness on Jeremy's face about, oh my god, I better do something epic for our 3rd year anniversary. What did you guys do this year?
We actually spent a week out in Vegas.
That sounds fun.
The only thing I would explain about that was just the god-awful
Although I'm not allowed to know about it because what happens there stays there.
Well, the only thing I will explain about that was just the god-awful heat.
What month did you guys go?
We went in August.
You guys probably were like, you know, melting the soles of your feet walking around.
Oh yeah. 114 to 105 in a matter of a week.
I have family that lives in Summerlin, and we always tell them it was really nice to see you, but June, July, August, September, we will not be coming anywhere near there.
We actually learned that lesson when we were there. We're like,
Well, my wife and I did something.
Lesson learned, never go to Vegas in the summer.
My wife and I did something equally as dumb. We went to Palm Springs, to a hot springs in August for our anniversary once. So we were, not only was it 109 degrees, but we were at a hot springs and had no intention to go in the hot water.
Bad news.
We still had a great time because there's a ton of fantastic food down in Palm Springs. There's some great art museums, which was always fun, but stayed at a beautiful hot springs and barely got to utilize it until the sun went down. We always laugh about because it has a ton of air conditioning.
We're actually kind of thinking next year for our anniversary. We've been already planning about it. We're definitely planning on going out of state for our anniversary. We don't know. We're actually looking at a couple of locations. We might either go out to Florida, Walt Disney World, or
Epcot is fun.
we'd be going to the East Coast, like Boston, New York, Philadelphia.
Don't go there in the summertime. It's humid as heck. East Coast and Florida in the summer months and like August, or you're gonna be swimming through the air. East Coast, like Northeast Coast, is much better.
Yeah, because we were kind of thinking of possibly going out to the East Coast, New York, Boston, Philadelphia,
They actually said they were going to do a plane spotting streaming trip across that area so they can write off their entire anniversary on their taxes. So if the IRS is listening, make sure you put a big audit mark next to that one.
Gee, thanks, man.
I'm totally joking.
Yeah, right?
I threw you guys under the scare bus.
Yes.
Got some feedback from the ATC scanner there.
A little bit.
A little interference.
Yeah, a little bit. Not too much. Just a little.
We'll go back to that Asiana plane, the 350-900. You guys gonna use some of that $7,500 tax rebate on vacation? Did you get that for that car or no?
Unfortunately, I couldn't get that because that tax rebate was
Ah, for new ones?
Yeah,
Oh.
40 hours
We got this
15.
used.
That's a bummer. I mean, it looks brand new.
We try to take very good care.
We try to take.
I try to take very good care of my cars as well, but other people always ruin it for me. I actually drove out to Palmdale Regional Airport where the NASA Armstrong Research Center is to get some photos of the ER-2 weather plane.
Yeah.
And somebody took it upon themselves on my 6-month-old car to back into my door while it was open and bend it backwards and leave a nice paint chip dent and door misalignment, which is going to cost their insurance about $1,000 to fix. It's like we work so hard to keep our stuff nice sometimes, and it stuff happens.
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting with our car. We try to keep taking care of it, and it is just amazing how the first day that we wash it, we bring it home. And then our freaking garden show up, and we get all over our nice clean home.
At least the birds didn't bomb it, because that can damage the paint.
Yes, yes.
I actually got the whole front. I got the whole front end of my car wrapped in clear paint protection film so that I wouldn't get rock chips this time around.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I know a friend of mine who works for a company that does some exclusive stuff for Teslas, and we're also thinking of getting paint protection on our cars.
I put the clear film on the headlights, bumper, mirror caps, 2 fenders, and hood, and then I polished and ceramic coated the rest of the car. So when I take it to that car wash down there and hose it off, all the dirt goes, and then I punch it down Imperial and the water goes. I used to be an auto detailer, so I did a full paint correction on my car, threw a ceramic coating on it, and had paint protection film put all over the front end because I have another car that my wife drives that's black, and we did not go with the PPF option. And there are tons and tons of tons of white rock chips littered all over the front from road tripping it. I still have my touch-up brushes, but it's going to cost you not firing me as a cameraman. We digress. It's a little slow at the moment. We should have some stuff coming up within the hour.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow right now. It's about
Say the top of the hour.
yeah, it's just a tad over the top of the hour here.
It's like we've got the Asiana cargo plane coming up here on the south side of LAX. Would you guys think it's funny if we did a streaming with accents?
I really want to be against.
So Jeremy's gonna go with Russian. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to compliment that one, and we'll have to see what Terry comes up with.
I don't do voices.
She doesn't do voices.
I don't do voices.
So then, if
I don't do voices.
should I do streaming as Cleveland from Family Guy? I don't know. I have to.
What I have to deal with, guys.
This is why we can't have nice things here on TJB Aviation. Oh, look, we have the JetBlue Airbus coming up in front of us here. I think that's a 320 as well.
Yes, 320,
320.
200.
I don't think they even made a 320, 300. So I always just say 320, 321, Neo. I think it's funny they called it the 321 Neo because I just think of what's that movie, The Matrix, and then they have the A320 CEO, which means current engine option, which is the CFM engines. But I just think Chief Operating Officer,
No, actually, you are the CC.
which is not my title.
No, actually, you are the CCO, the Chief Camera Operator.
And Terry's the CEO, and you're the COO.
Exactly.
Wife is always the boss. If I learned anything, I never question her. My own, at least. Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you want to be more gender neutral, yeah, just happy spouse.
Happy spouse or partner, happy life. I will agree with that one. Oh, look at this cool one. It's a prop one. Is that a Beechcraft?
Yeah, that is actually.
It looks like a Beechcraft. Yeah, you don't see King Airs too often around here.
It is a
Or at all, actually, in general.
major a lot more often over at the little municipal.
Let's give.
Major airports. You'll find them a lot more often over at the little municipal.
Yeah, like at Van Nuys and Camarillo, I think you get those.
Careful, we might
It's
actually.
gonna give some Pepsi Air some love again.
Careful, you might actually end up getting sued by Pepsi for calling. Yeah.
No, I think they're gonna sue Korean Airlines, not us. I hope you guys have business insurance because we might need it. That PepsiCo Air has been going on the aviation forums for years.
Yeah.
But like I said, make sure you take out a business policy for when one of your partners says something that might get you sued. I am happy that I don't have to pay business owners policy insurance anymore now that I no longer have my business, because that renewal every year sucked. I never had an incident in 18 years, which was great. But no matter what, it started out cheap, but then they just decide to raise it on everybody every single year until it gets so expensive. And it would always come around in April when my tax bill was due too. So that one really, really hurts.
That's actually.
I think we have Moss. Is that Moss Air in a 321 Neo? Oh, Viva. Okay, it's because there's a backlighting over here. I can't tell. But some nice backlighting on that one. I couldn't see. And I think we have another Air France 777 landing there on the north side, the 300 ER variant. They should be swinging through here. Air baguette.
Anybody looking for a baguette?
I am very hungry. I could use some lunch. I might have to stop by Doughboy Donuts at the bottom of the hill on the way home because they have some epic donuts down there. And I found out recently they have excellent sandwiches on croissants or baguettes. They had a delicious roast beef sandwich.
And just over here, coming up,
Free
we
marketing.
have
Viva
Viva
Air
Airlines.
21 Neo heading out to Monterey. Viva Air Flight 1921 Neo heading out to Monterey.
Looks like bowling balls on the tail.
You know, it's funny that you notice that, and I just
With
now,
the
just now saw that, and I'm going, oh, bowling
Looks
balls.
like bowling balls. It looks like a
Yes.
thumb hole and like like the shape of a bowling ball.
Yeah.
It's round. It's got a guy.
I'm trying to keep it clean and PG here, so you guys don't fire me. And then we have you coming in with the jokes.
Now, for those of you who are just joining, I hope you're enjoying the show here at
When I had the sale go through, that money went aside immediately for when that ACH needs to go through in April.
Got a north side arrival coming in right now with United on a Boeing 757.
telling Jeremy some nauseating facts.
United on a Boeing 757 flight. So they're flying in on a Benson.
I just want to be like, since it was such a last minute pan, I want to be like, oh, United Airlines landing north side, gear is down. There was one time Sergey missed one and he flew up to it and was like, shit, he went, gear is down.
Sorry guys, I know it's a little bit quiet right now.
We should be getting the Emirates A380 departure around 4:45 today.
Yeah.
That might have to be the end of the show for me because I got to pick up the little guy, little Noah from daycare.
Yeah.
He gets better treatment there than I do. I don't treat myself very well in the day. I eat junk food, don't get enough exercise, and he runs around all day at his learning and gets cooked for at school every day. Eating gourmet meals while I'm talking about going to donut shops and ordering sandwiches and donuts. Yeah, my son had bananas, corn, marinara pasta, and water for lunch today.
Marinara pasta.
He's a very pampered,
And he had
spoiled
breakfast
man.
at school, which was bananas, graham cracker, and milk. And it looks like the afternoon snack that they fed today was graham crackers and strawberries and water. And finger
Probably
painting.
that imported water,
And
right?
finger painting.
He's a very pampered boy.
I don't think it's imported water. It's a school in Hawthorne. I'm not sure that Hawthorne is importing water. They're not drinking like, Beverly Hills' finest. I used to work in Beverly Hills, and I remember the water machine ran out of water and somebody left a note. You can totally drink Beverly Hills finest tap water. It won't kill you. I thought that was funny that somebody was making a Beverly Hills joke about water. Does Emirates on flight radar show on time departure today?
We have a very interesting southwest
Triple Crown 1 livery. Yes, actually, that would be Southwest Triple Crown 1.
I saw that one kind of peek by the middle of Bradley. Kind of snuck in on us.
Yeah, I saw this pass by and I was like, oh, that's
Unfortunately, it landed on the north, so it's going to be going straight to the T1 terminals. Southwest.
And we have North Airlines here on Bradley getting the pushback here.
Pushback.
And he's actually facing a lift with heading now we just had a 747 land on
Nippon NCA and Nippon Cargo.
cargo plane.
We'll get a quick shot of it. Quick shot of it before it turns away from us onto Alpha. No, they're going long. They either are going to go onto taxiway Lima and come over here, or sometimes there is another cargo terminal at the edge of the north runway. So I have seen them turn right.
That we're looking at on the pond right now. This might be Captain Lou.
He is.
Well, it might be Captain Lou because he does like the pond cargo.
Should we boop the nose? Woo! Boop the snoot.
I don't know if this is Captain Lou or not, but if this is Captain Lou, hi! Welcome.
We can't get too close into the cockpit with this lens, but you know, there is another cargo terminal at the edge of the north runway behind the United terminal there. So sometimes I've seen recently Atlas has gone over there, and Skylease was over there.
Yeah, I've seen that. They have a terminal that's actually over there at the end of the taxiway. They have this one right here, and one at the other side at the end of the taxiway.
The one I was just mentioning at the end of the runway there. There goes that Viva Airbus 321 that we saw earlier.
And we are face to face with British Airways, ladies and gentlemen.
British.
British Airways.
That is correct.
And I think we're going to actually have a Southside Hawaiian arrival.
Oh, yeah.
They almost exclusively use the north side runways, but with the closure, their 330 might be using this runway a little more often.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my favorite airlines to fly was just on them in February this year. Yeah, Hawaiian with their A330-200. The best seat in the house on that plane is row 11 in the extra comfort, because it's the small extra comfort cabin behind first class, and there's a bulkhead in front and behind you with a good 4 or 5 inches behind it, so you can actually roll your seat back as far as it goes. And it's almost like you have your own little personal cabin. And Hawaiian is rocking the Rolls-Royce Trent 700s on there. Really nice engine on that plane. Nice and quiet, smooth, powerful. And we have Moss Cargo a 767-300. Moss Cargo with their 767-300 rocketing out of here.
Yeah, Moss Cargo is not one that we see here too often. Moss has been here now for the past,
I think they're based out of Mexico, if I'm not correct. Is that one headed to Mexico City?
so yeah, so we don't get to see Moss too much, but they've been here for the past couple of weeks. One of many cargoes that we see here with Atlas, WGA, DHL, FedEx, UPS.
Now that we have British Airways out of the terminal, we have the first full view of the Emirates A380 today.
And we actually have the WGA DC-10 on pushback.
I think, is that the MD-11, I believe?
I think that might be the, is that the MD-11? I think that might be the MD-11.
It is the MD-11 because I don't think they operate DC-10s. WGA has a big fleet of MD-11s and 747s. Both of them have really awesome cargo capacity. And you can take a lot more in the MD-11s than a 7.6 or a 777 due to the shape of it.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm pretty sure that one should be MD-11, so we should be seeing that.
Yeah.
I love that they still fly those and that FedEx still flies them as well. It's nice to see them still in the air.
One of the many planes that we love. We are big.
Story right there.
He just loves those MD-11s.
What's so special about those is it's a tri-jet, and if I can get you in. It's very unique. You don't see tri-jets anymore, and that one has a tail-mounted engine, which is what makes it so unique and why we're all geeking out over MD-11s all the time.
Usually with these MD-11s, these planes where you see the engine, the top on the tail, the top of the body, these planes are old. They're ancient. You know, they actually belong to the field. But yet the fact that they're still running these days right now.
Wait, are you calling the 80s old? Because I was born in the 80s.
Yeah, so was I. 84.
Oh, I'm younger. I'm 86.
Wow. You're 86 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe I can stand here filming for hours on end at 86. Like, it's amazing. And 86 is what I'm going to get if I keep up these bad jokes.
Are both fairly guilty of bad jokes.
Yeah, it's definitely been out there.
I would agree with that assessment. I'm jealous of Jeremy today because this guy gets to sit in a nice comfortable chair and have a little table while the rest of us are, you know, Terry's standing here commentating, I'm standing here talking, and I have to move the camera back and forth and do all of that stuff. I want your job. Look at this, guys. Woo.
That is the Beach King.
I think that's that Beechcraft King Air from earlier. I am about to max out the angle on this tripod filming this. The microphone's hitting me in the head. Or it was. I had to move my head back.
You can tell we just have a grand old time here at TJB. You can tell we just have a grand old time.
At least one of us does who gets to sit in that nice, comfortable lounge chair.
Not exactly a mountain.
And also, we have another Turkish airline.
You know, I'm just having fun, making fun of you. It all comes out of love over here.
They're from Istanbul, Turkey.
Get a nice United belly shot. That is a very nice steep takeoff. Got the American Airlines baby bus, the 319. I always used to joke that the 319 looked like something that fell out of the vending machine at the Airbus factory until I actually flew on one, and for such a small aircraft, it is fast, stable, comfortable, and feels much larger than a 737 in the cabin and much roomier, so I can't make that joke anymore. And that MD-11 is poking out from behind the building. They had to move out of the way for the NCA plane, so they pushed them this way so that the other plane could go the other way. And they're either going to repark it at another... And I can't see anything here with the smoke that this building's letting off.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have Southwest Nevada 1 on that.
I think this is going to be towed like I suspected. I was trying to say earlier that I think they're going to take it to the other cargo terminal on the other side of the airport. You can see the tow bus there. At least we'll get a nice cool view of this plane. We might not be seeing it take off, but still do get a nice view of the plane. The front end of an MD-11 sort of resembles the nose of a 757. It's a 777-300ER. I think if that 777-300 has the same first class that it's had for a while, it has seats that rotate 90 degrees so that you can turn one side of your seat into a desk while you're on these long trans-European flights.
It's so funny we're talking about seats that can move all the way around. I'm thinking of my friend of mine who's a Delta Airlines pilot, and I was having a recent conversation about the one Delta plane that has a bathroom with a window on the...
It's the 220s?
Yeah, the 220s, the bathroom on the right-hand side with the window.
The former Bombardier plane that Airbus had to step in and buy a 49% stake of, so that a certain airline, which I will not name to not throw them under the bus, American Airlines, would stop complaining of unfair competition from Canada. I thought that was a little whiny. There's always going to be competition in every industry, and you just have to figure out how to stand out and put up with it. I think Korean Air is also going to get a tow out. I think that plane does not take off until late at night. They're going to get a push out and be put out on the remote stand like they get put out every day. They come in, they unload the plane, they let it sit there for a couple hours, then they tow it out to the remote stand by the Qantas hangar over there until about 11:30 at night, where they tow it back to Bradley for its flight back to South Korea. It's every day around 4 o'clock that plane gets pushed out and taken to its remote stand. When you sit here long enough taking photos of airplanes, you start to see patterns around here. I really want to make a joke that they're being pushed to the penalty box for shining the light too much.
But even though that Korean is being so bad when that plane does eventually depart, it will be coming back.
Gonna get a nice view of that Turkish Dreamliner parking at the gate while we're focusing on the Korean 7-4. We should hear it on the air traffic control scanner, and I know Jeremy's monitoring flight radar of all the ground movements, so we know when to look and where to look. A lot of southwest movements on this side. I'm really enjoying seeing the variety, as we almost never ever see Southwest on the south side of LAX because their gates are right next door to the north side runways, and they pretty much exclusively take off and land there. So the fact that we have one runway closure on the north through January is exciting because we get to see a lot more planes that we normally wouldn't see here on the south.
And just to add to our excitement here, we have backup of Emirates, the A380, right here at the baggage terminal.
That should be departing soon.
Yes. We should see a departure here momentarily because it is actually 4:34.
What?
That was actually a little behind schedule because usually that guy.
They usually push back. They push back around 4:45 for Emirates.
So he's
Usually-
actually run on time. It's 4:35, so he's run on time.
They usually push back at 4:45 and take off by 5 p.m. usually. It's amazing to me. So there's the two Asian airline planes. So you have Asiana and Korean that arrive within 15 to 30 minutes of each other on their A380s. And they're only here for a couple of hours. They take off at around 12:30 and 1 p.m. And it just fascinates me. It's just like a shout out to their crew and to the Emirates crew too, because they land at 2:15 and take off at 5 p.m. That they can turn around that entire aircraft, empty it out, clean it out, re-cater all these aircrafts, and get them out within a couple of hours is fascinating.
That is a lot of aircraft after cleaning.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people and a lot of moving parts involved, so it's just like a very well-oiled machine. Are we going to have an accident here?
Yeah, I actually don't like this.
Korean's like, hold up, guys.
Yeah, this is kind of close.
That was too close for comfort. Whoa! That was like some serious synchronized aircraft movements there. I mean, that was like, that was almost wing on wing and body on wing or tail on tail contact. Look at that.
You don't get to see that too often.
Wow.
We have our two heavy,
Woo!
the 747 and the A380 here, basically tail to tail.
Emirates is like, Korean, I know you are the OG jumbo jet and the queen of the skies, but move out the way because the king is here and we need to get moving.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but I got a buzz that one. How close that one?
Yeah, that's buzzer worthy.
Or we Aviation with the buzzer. Now we're gonna get a very cool up close of your A380. I'm telling you, that looks like the yellow bird from Angry Birds from the front profile.
Yes, yes.
Like that big yellow one. Just paint the nose cone yellow.
Exactly right.
Yeah, just paint the front of it very yellow and you got yourself a yellow bird.
And there's that MD-11 being towed off into the sunset to the, I think in between. So if you go down Pershing Drive on the end of Imperial Highway, there's the Qantas hangar, and then there's a turnoff to go onto World Way. There's a big bunch of cargo stuff. You have American Airlines cargo there, you have the Delta maintenance hangar, and you have FedEx's maintenance and cargo hangar down there. And I think that's where they're taking it, because I've driven down there and I've seen the FedEx MD-11s all hanging out there together. So I'm assuming they're going to park it there until its next journey. While we have a second, I should move my car closer then, so that I can move it. Well, after that I can.
Yeah.
That's not like one of you can for 30 seconds operate the camera.
Yeah.
Not like it's off limits when it's here. I have some serious control issues with lending out my expensive camera gear. It's nerve-wracking when you let somebody borrow your stuff.
We're just going to let you guys enjoy the view here of the south side departure of Southwest Nevada.
and a nice steep one. You can hear those CFM 56 engines working. I'll be back in 25 seconds.
We're probably going to be getting ready to call our streams here momentarily, right after the Emirates A380 departure. And again, we'll just go ahead and take a brief listen to here with the quality action. We thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. It was a pleasure having you. Hope you enjoyed the show just as much as us. Your guys made it for you. And you want to see more of us, please guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and join us. And don't forget to turn on all your notifications so you don't miss us when we go live. And just to let everybody know, we will be back next Thursday at the same time. We'll be here at 2 o'clock up until about 4 or 5.
Is that the 777 from United? Some nice exhaust fumes from the back of those engines there. Jeremy, was that the 200 or was that a 300? Yeah, it looked like that 200 we saw earlier, and those have some older engines on it, which are a little more polluting.
This is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We have an all-blue Sun Country compared to the orange and white that we saw earlier today.
The blue Sheraton aircraft. I mean Sun Country, sorry. That will forever be known in my world as the Sheraton plane now.
Our little joke of the day here, guys.
Is that going to be the joke of the day? Emirates will be coming out soon. They're going to cross the runway and taxi right in front of us. We should be seeing their taxi lights turn on in the front shortly.
And just to let everybody know, this episode this is going to be our one last first flight. We're going to end our show in that
One last plane. What show are we watching?
So we're just going to sit back and enjoy the Emirates A380 as it continues its taxi across here, right across Lima onto the taxiway.
You can see Emirates has its taxi light on in the front there. And as long as we're using everybody else's catchphrases, are they shining the lights?
Yes, I think they are.
Will this be the one more plane? Will this be the one more See, this is much nicer. Next week I'll have my thing, but I haven't. It's draining, but very slow, so I don't have to swap a battery out. How's that doing power-wise? Oh, that'll be it. That's like another hour.
Yeah, we'll be good.
You know, the AC power is the one that's the power hog on there when you're running a Steam Deck and a laptop and your external piece there. That is the power hog of the day. Yeah, it's a very powerful. Will we get one more hour from the jacker? Got a nice side shot here of the Emirates. A300.
Oh, my Air New Zealand is here, baby.
777-300ER landing northside.
Maybe if we're lucky, this will be Air New Zealand flag.
Let's bring you guys in on the ANZ plane while we're waiting on Emirates. Look at those full reverse thrust. That's another one of my favorite liveries of all time is Air New Zealand. Both of their liveries, the all black one and the black and white.
Yes, for
That just about brings us to the top of the... This is my favorite part. We have like a face-off here. We have Air New Zealand waiting. They might be waiting on Emirates to come out and clear the taxiway. And I'm sure now that the south side runways are busier due to the northern closure, they can't quite cross two runways until more things take off and clear to keep traffic moving. But it looks like they are going to cross, and Air New Zealand's going to go across this taxiway at the same time and pull into the Bradley gates while Emirates is exiting the Bradley gates. In the air. We are going to get some engine sounds coming when they come across both of the 24 or 25R and 25L runways here. The king of the sky. As he says, K-I-N of the sky. We have Emirates A380T. I'm telling you, this angle is totally the yellow Angry Bird.
we're talking about Emirates, I'm going to share a little story here that I just told my husband. My partner does not know about this. But as most of you know, as I mentioned, I'm in college right now, majoring in flight school. One of our girls last weekend went to a casting call and interview with Emirates Airlines at a hotel here in LA. And she was talking about how Emirates flight attendants with the girls, you know, how pristine they look, how beautiful their uniforms are, you know, how their flight attendants, Emirates flight attendants, they don't speak English, they speak Arabic, because the language for where this plane comes from is Arabic. They come from Abu Dhabi. So, and she was saying how the girls, they wear this deep red lipstick, and they have these headpieces with their uniform, and how their hair has to be put back extremely tight, and you know how they have to look a certain way. And you know, she basically showed up to this interview wearing jeans and a t-shirt, you know, and she was saying how everybody looked at her like she didn't belong there because she wasn't in a uniform. She was not dressed for the interview. However, she did make it 2 rounds through the interview, and everything that she went through. Unfortunately, they denied her 3rd round because of the fact that she was underage. She was 20 years old, and they were not willing to hire unless you were 21 or over due to serving of alcohol.
That makes
So
sense.
they told her to come back in about 6 months when she's 21 and try again.
I don't know about you guys, but I love listening to the aircraft ATC chatter, and all the Foxtrot, Lima, Tango, this, Whiskey, Alpha.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking about whiskey.
For legal purposes, no, because I have to drive home after this.
We're talking about whiskey. That reminds me of my studies.
Oh, let's not miss this guy.
Studies in college yesterday. How we were studying Scotland, Ireland, Scotland Island, and Jameson whiskey.
We'll get one last shot of Air New Zealand before it parks. While we're waiting on our Emirates plane to finish taxiing to the edge of the runway. Hopefully they don't have too much of a wait. I know with these super jumbos, sometimes they have to sit and hang out at the edge of the runway.
Now we do have, I'm sorry to interrupt guys, we have a MD-11 FedEx coming in here on the south side. We have the south side arrival. FedEx MD-11. My husband's favorite. Big question of the night is, will they hold short or will they come all the way down?
Oh, they're doing a nice silky. I don't know, they took their time on putting that nose gear down, so who knows?
Yeah, they're still putting the nose.
They are definitely going to be holding short and going down Alpha. They're already almost at a stop at the edge there.
Yeah, they're holding off for short.
I can't even see it because of the tree. We're not going to be able to see that one at all.
The only thing you can really see from that FedEx is if you look out here, just over the wedding ring building, you can see the foot of the FedEx tail or the engine up on the You can see a little bit of it. That's pretty much all you can see.
I think Emirates should almost be done taxiing to the end of the runway. Probably.
And there goes Virgin for departure on the north side.
think Emirates is actually lining up for takeoff currently. I don't think that they had to wait for any traffic, so we're gonna see them.
North side arrival of Swiss Airlines on the north side. North side arrival of Swiss.
I think I'm gonna stay with Emirates because I think this is gonna be a turn and burn.
Yeah.
And since this is our last one of the day, we don't want to miss any of it.
No, not at all.
Yep, they are on the roll.
Yeah.
I think there was nothing coming in the landing pattern, so they were able to move fast enough. You can actually hear air traffic control saying beware of wake.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen.
So sit back and enjoy this departure, guys. This is definitely worth the night right here. Just let me sit back and enjoy. That was an absolutely beautiful departure.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, with the departure of Emirates Airlines, we are going to be calling it a night here with TJB Aviation. We'd like to thank you for staying with us the entire time. You liked what you saw, hit that like button. Subscribe and follow to our channels, both here on YouTube and Facebook.
And guys, don't forget, I'm Terry.
I'm Jeremy,
And I've been the camera guy.
and we
together,
have
we
been
are
TJB Aviation.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good night.